Welcome to Travel and Work, a one-stop channel that brings you the latest updates, news and information about traveling, working, studying and living abroad. If you are new to this channel, you are welcome and I hope you are doing great. It has been reported that overseas students could be banned from staying in the UK on 2-year graduate visas after their studies, if they fail to achieve high grades. The UK government's advisor has reported that the Migration Advisory Committee called MAP has been asked by James Cleveland, the Home Secretary, to review the graduate visa scheme as part of the 5-point plan to reduce net migration by 300,000 from its high records. You want to know that more than 98,000 students were granted 2 years to remain in the UK after they graduated, up till June 2023, and that is an increase of 42,000 in just a year. This is fewer than 0.7% of those who applied after completing their initial UK course were refused. There are fears that this is being used as a dodgy route to work in the UK. It is often in low-skilled jobs or simply to stay for 2 years, as there is no requirement to take up employment. You want to subscribe to our channel if you have not, and press the notification button to get instant updates on news like this. Now, let's continue with our update. Professor Bell said his committee would carry out a systematic inquiry whether there should be further limitations which would only allow overseas students to stay in the UK. This could also be limitations in certain types of jobs or activities. At the moment, there's no restriction on what students can do, and if they are well-to-do, they can just while away their time and do nothing in the UK for 2 years. Not so good. The students can also take a minimum wage job or take a very highly paid job. There are concerns that this 2-year scheme was fueling immigration and was open to abuse in an article for The Telegraph. Mr. Jenrick said the graduate route is right for comprehensive reform. Too many universities have fallen into migration saga. Rather than fueling education, they are fueling business and marketing low-grade short courses as an indirect route to a life in the UK. When the scheme was introduced by former Prime Minister Boris Johnson, it was supposed to be a 6-month visa extension after graduation, where students would be expected to get a job or leave the county. UK Professor Bell said the graduate visa was a fascinating selling point to bring in students that could boost university. Now, the Migration Advisory Committee would look at whether it should be primarily limited to highly skilled graduate workers. The route has already been abused. They have illegally been bringing migrants into the UK and exploiting foreign staff very cheaply. In some cases, the foreign staff has been unpaid. There have been several cases of false employment letters. Also, certificates of sponsorship for jobs were also being openly sold on social media. The Home Office formal inquiry had also found vast examples of funded labor where overseas workers were illegally being forced to pay a part of their salary for rent and visa services. In some cases, overseas workers were not paid for up to 6 months' salary. The Migration Advisory Committee also said it was disappointing that the government had failed to take up its recommendations to fund better pay in the care sector on a par with the living wage in order to end unfairness and exploitation of cheap foreign labor. They want the government to bring more domestic UK workers into the industry. The news that post-study work visas are under review as part of a wider migration clampdown is a great development, with potential implications for international students. I hope this information gives you a clearer view of this present situation around post-study work for graduates. Please leave a comment in the comment box if you have any contribution or share your thoughts on this issue. I will wrap up here. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.